My mom laughed at me seizing, so my grandma threatened to break her arm. I went to take my seizure medication before Christmas dinner and the bottle was empty. I found my mom in the kitchen and she didn't even let me ask. I flushed them this morning. Tonight you're going to prove you don't need them. My whole body went cold. Mom, I could die without those. She rolled her eyes. Don't be dramatic. You've ruined enough holidays with your little performances. She put on this proud smile. Tonight you're going to sit through dinner like a normal person. And when nothing happens, we're done with the doctors and the pills and all the money you've cost us. I felt it starting. That taste like metal and electricity flooding my mouth. Something's wrong. I need to lie down right now. She grabbed my arm and dragged me toward the dining room. You're going to sit at this table. If you pull one of your stunts, I will make your life hell. She shoved me into my chair in front of 15 relatives. The lights were too bright. Across the table, my grandma was watching me with sharp eyes. She had been an ER nurse for 30 years, and she was the only person who took me seriously. I tried to tell her something was wrong, but my mouth wasn't working. My hand started shaking against the table, jerking hard enough to rattle my silverware. Here we go, Mom announced. Everyone watch. This is what she does for attention because she's not smart enough to get it any other way. My whole arm was seizing and I knocked over my water glass. My mom laughed. God, you're pathetic. Sometimes I wonder why I even had you. Dad didn't look up from his plate. My cousin leaned forward. Aunt Susan, I think something's actually wrong. My mom shook her head. She's performing. Ignore her and she'll stop when she realizes nobody's buying it. The taste of metal was choking me and I tried to stand but my legs buckled. Mom, please, sit down. She shoved me so hard my head cracked against the back of the chair. You're not ruining another Christmas. Grandma rose from her seat. Susan, she's turning blue. She's holding her breath. She used to do this as a toddler. My vision went white and I felt myself sliding out of the chair. The last thing I heard was my mom saying, just let her fall. She'll stop when she hits the floor. I came to with my face pressed against the cold hardwood and Grandma's hands on my cheeks. Everything hurt. My tongue was bleeding where I had bitten it and I had wet myself. My whole body felt broken. Stay still, baby. The ambulance is coming. Behind her, my mom was raging. She pissed herself on purpose. She's trying to humiliate me in front of everyone. Dad stood next to her with his arms crossed. Maybe we should cancel the ambulance. It's Christmas. Grandma's voice went deadly quiet. Your daughter had a seizure and you're worried about Christmas? She's faking, Mom screamed. She pushed past Grandma and grabbed my hair, yanking my head up. Open your eyes and tell everyone you're fine. Tell them right now. Grandma grabbed her wrist and twisted until she let go. Touch her again and I will break your arm. The doorbell rang. My cousin let the paramedics in, and when the first one saw me on the floor, his face changed. What happened? She has a seizure disorder. Her mother threw away her medication this morning, Grandma said. The paramedic crouched beside me and shined a light in my eyes. She did what? Mom stepped forward. My daughter is a liar who has been faking seizures since she was 13. Ma'am, just stop talking. His voice could have frozen the room. That girl has a blown pupil and a bitten tongue. She obviously had a grand mal seizure. He looked at his partner. Call the police. This is felony child abuse. Mom's face went gray. I was just trying to help her. You threw away her seizure medication. That's not help. That's attempted murder. They loaded me onto a stretcher. My mom tried to climb into the ambulance and the paramedic pushed her back. You're not coming anywhere near her. Dad just stood in the doorway watching. He didn't say a word. The last thing I saw was my mother screaming that I had destroyed her family. Grandma rode with me in the ambulance and the next morning a social worker gave her emergency custody of me because my mom was in jail.
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.